Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with more iRacing. This time around we're here for the Formula 4 Fixed Series. Yes, of course we do a bit of Formula 3, we've done some Formula 1. I thought the Formula 4 cars, they had their moments during 2022 where we had some good races. Suzuka is probably the one that sticks out. So I thought we'll come back to him again during 2023 Season 1. Week 1 brings us to Rudskogen. It's actually quite a decent combo. This car, this track, they suit each other quite nicely. Fingers crossed we can get a good clean race though. I desperately need some SR. 1.2 on the SR front is not looking particularly brilliant, but let's get into qualifying.
New fastest lap for Smith, 118.0.
In the final corner then, that's going to be a fairly tidy lap around Rudskogen. It's always quite difficult to work out just how much you can get away with on this circuit. But a 19.0, that's going to put us P9 provisionally. There or thereabouts, I suppose. Right, well we are lining up then P9 on the grid for this F4 race. 20 minutes as always, so about 15 laps around Rudskogen here today. And yeah, we've just got to try and keep it clean and tidy early on. I need to avoid 4Xs, especially as this is D licence. Right, here we go then. Waiting on those 4 red lights once again here on iRacing. We're just going to try and probably keep it on the apex down in towards turn 1. Make sure we stay out of trouble, but 4 red lights.
Okay mate, get ready. Green, green, green.
Mighty long hole, but it is lights out and away we go. And looks like one of the guys behind me is responding really well there as everyone weaves around on the run in towards the first corner. Just going to take things nice. Whoa! Nice and easily there as the guy in front of me completely stops, and we unfortunately have a bit of contact with the guy on our outside there. I have to take evasive action from another car as well, but yeah, just snagged the front tyre, so apologies to the guy that was on my outside, because it was certainly not my intention to run him off the road there as we head down the hill in towards this very, very long, sweeping right-hander into the technical middle sector. Yeah, not the best start in the world, but not the worst either, as we try and just thread our way through early on. Like I said, as long as, I mean, we only got a 1x for the contact, so luckily it was just a very, very small knock, because you don't get many of those where it's a 0x in the Formula 4 cars. They tend to kind of just hit each other and break as we head down the hill. You can see a little bit of front locking from some of the cars in front of me, but like I said, I'm not really too worried about iRacing in this one. More focused on trying to get my SR up as best as possible, as I think we have lost a couple of places, but hopefully nothing too major there. As down through the final couple of corners, you can see all of the front runners there weaving their way around this very, very slow speed snail section, as we're going to try and get a run at the final turn on the number 8 car. Where are we going to be then at the end of lap 1? We might not have gained or lost anything, to be honest, looking at it. Nope, we're exactly where we started then. There's 2 cars side by side in towards turn 1. We're just trying to apply some pressure though to Philip just in front of us, as we'll try and go slow in, fast out of the first corner. Can we try and get a run down the hill? Not quite going to happen this time around. We might just have to slot in behind him and study where he's strong and where he isn't around this track, as the slipstream is fairly effective in these Formula 4 cars, but still not exactly providing me with what I need. Got to try and settle down though into a rhythm and see if we can try and take a step forward, because yeah, those cars just up the road definitely feel like we could get involved in that battle today, as that is not the line through there, but sometimes you can drag it back round to the apex later on. No! No, 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 no! Oh, guy behind me span as well. We just got to avoid it.
118.0.
That's not what we needed early on there. Really struggled to find the grip through that hairpin. I was trying to experiment with different lines, and it just does not seem to work out for me, and that's tipped us right back then to the rear of the field here. So now we've got a lot of work to do as we start lap 3. I think that guy did get wrecked, so that's going to be one spot immediately, and he kind of saved me, to be honest. But yeah, just so difficult to try and find where's the right place to be through there, and when you can get on the throttle. Starting to wonder whether it's just worth holding the apex all the way round. Slow car on the right somewhere. That's going to be another freebie. So we're back up then into P21. Might end up being a bit like the Porsche Cup race we did a couple of days ago, where we just slowly pick up places once again. But of course it's not as long a race to do it in, and not as likely a track to make mistakes on, I feel.
Fastest lap for Smith on 17.8.
Yeah, Albon at the front, as I think got at least twice the iRating of everyone else here. It might pretty much be 3 times as much.
The leader's just done it on 17.7. Good move, mate.
Hey, didn't realise we made an overtake, to be honest, but crew chief reckons I've just pulled one off, as we have definitely closed up to this group just in front of us. Need to try and shift past them though, as sensibly but as quickly as possible, because there is a little bit of a gap to the cars at the road. Don't really know what that guy's apologising for, but yeah, we're still P21, so crew chief is just lying now. Number 15, they're very, very slow on the exit of the hairpin. We've got to try and find a way past him sooner rather than later. He's just going to say that every lap through there, isn't he, apparently? Isn't he? And now we've got to try and find a way around this guy. So we head through the final couple of turns. Luckily, we've got a bit of time to do it, but we'd like to try and get on with it if possible, as we're going to try and open up the run through the final corner. Don't defend, I'll follow you, says someone. It's no one in our group, though, which is not helpful. It's back up the hill in towards turn 1. Like I said, I didn't really... Now I know the layout around Rudskogen, I do find it actually a very, very fun little circuit, but doesn't make it any easier to overtake on, sadly, as, again, trying to just go slow in, fast out really isn't working at the moment, because these F4 cars can maintain quite a lot of speed through the corners and don't generally pick much up down the straight. So you can see now how wide those two are going over the curbing. Definitely not confident enough to put the car out there at the moment. But then, yeah, we can... There are certain places where we are a lot more aggressive with the curbs than these two. So, yeah, need to just wait for an opportunity to open up. It's back end through there always goes really light. Can we try and get a run down the hill? Might be able to try and show the nose. We'll show the nose, see if that forces an error.
Yellow flag, caution.
We got the car stopped, and there we go. The lockup does come in, so we can apply some pressure then to this guy. Whereas that car gone, looks like they've just got on with it, so no freebie there either. But at least crew chief hasn't said I've gained a place that time round. But yeah, this is getting, sort of more Formula 4 racing as you would expect it to be. Just nose to tail, but yeah, unfortunately, making the overtakes is quite difficult right now. Just got to try and find an avenue through and protect some of our iRating. Although, like I said, SR is absolutely top priority today.
That's a new fastest lap.
Oh,
Smith, 17, car right.
Oh!
Clear right.
Oh, I managed to get a 4x there, but I didn't feel anything.
Car left.
And that's probably ruined us. But we've picked up some spots through it all. And yeah, 4x there, up to 7 instant points is not going to do me any favours. And I was just about to say I felt like we were stuck in that train, but a spinner up the road has caused carnage. Don't know whether we've got a little bit of damage at the rear end, but yeah, we kind of just had to panic and thread our way through there. And like I said, didn't feel anything through the steering wheel, so it must have been netcode that's got us a 4x, although I did see the car alongside me spinning around. I feel like we have got a tiny bit of damage on the rear right-hand side there. Car doesn't feels slightly shaky, slightly sketchy on that rear corner, but nothing we can really do about it. We've got to keep trying to apply pressure to Chang Wen, and we only gained 2 spots from that? I thought it was at least 3. Oh wait, no, we were P21, weren't we? My maths has failed me there horrendously, but let's try and keep Chang Wen under pressure, because we definitely were able to force errors out of them. Just over 5 laps left then, and we finally had a lap in clear air, and an 18.5 is not too bad of a lap time around this circuit. It's not quite Albon at the front of the field, but certainly quicker than Chang Wen, so we know we've got the pace. It's just about trying to find an opportunity to make something happen But 8 instant points as well is not doing us any favours. Another car with issues, so it might be another freebie then. As I don't seem to be able to get on back on with it again, so and we can see another car just up the road. We don't know what their pace is quite like, but again, we've spent quite a lot of this race looking at. I've got to say it, Changwen, that is not a particularly nice colour on your IR04. The green doesn't really go with the pink wheels. You know, it might be personally what you wanted, but it's not pretty to look at. At least in my personal opinion, anyway. But at the final turn, of course, he's now got no slipstream to try and defend himself with. But the guys at the front are still sort of setting mid-19s. I know I'm capable of mid-18s, so we've got to keep trying to apply the pressure. Just see if we can try and get a run on Changwen somewhere in these final 5 minutes. It's going to be a tall order, but we've got to keep our head down. It's the P17 then, so there are still a few incidents going on, and cars still backing out. No! I knew as soon as I tipped it in. I just pushed it too far. Oh, it's so annoying. F4 races are so temperamental, but we just cannot find a way around him, and the lack of downforce in the dirty air was really starting to compromise us more and more. But I think we've got 3 more laps to go. You know, in that time we might be able to get close to his gearbox again, but yeah, it's just so frustrating. You cannot find a way around on this circuit. You just try and force errors, and it's just not working. No, oh, I'm so stupid. Just trying to bobble it over the curb too much. 13 instant. We're saying goodbye to our A license. This is the race I lose my A license. I cannot believe that. So frustrating there. I've just get it to the flag mat, seriously. I think we got 1 more lap after this one. So annoying. So annoyed with myself. Our final lap then here from Rudskogen, and yeah, sometimes I've had some good races around here. This one is not going to be remembered as one of those. Just really annoyed. Especially with that final mistake. The fact we're under no pressure, got nothing to gain, nothing to lose. But yeah, I think this is going to be the race I say goodbye to my A licence once more. Whenever I get it back, I just seem to get involved in a few unlucky things here and there, and then create my own trouble as well, which certainly hasn't done us any favours today. But just got to try and get around this final lap. We've lost iRacing as well, and Albon actually didn't win this somehow to a guy with less than half his iRacing. So fair play to Dan there, but in towards the final few corners. Yeah, just really gutted with my own driving today. You know, sometimes we'll get one incident and we'll recover it quite nicely, but we were completely stuck during this one. Couldn't really make any progress whatsoever. It looks like that, yeah, Changwen's even made 2 places right at the end, so even if we just stuck behind him, we would have probably got a couple more out of this. But that's the way it goes sometimes. We just got to get through these final few turns, limp it back to the checkered flag there, and then we'll have to face the music and accept that my A licence has once again been sent to the shadow realm by I've only got myself to blame on this one. Sometimes we do get involved in some unlucky incidents, but yeah, this one today, all my own doing there. Is over the line. There we go. That is the checkered flag. P17 in the end. I'm not sure I want to do it, but let's have a look at those final race results. Well, there we go then. It's not all bad news, I suppose. We have just about kept our A licence there. 0.17 SR loss brings us down to 1.03. So we're hanging on by a thread at the very best there. Minus 37 I rating as well. We're still up in the 2K range, but it's, yeah, very annoying to get a result like that. But thank you all so much for watching nonetheless. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure you leave a like. Get yourself subscribed as well. And fingers crossed, if when we return, things will go a little bit better than that.